I think it's huge, man. It kind of ties back to what I said before. Right now I've kind of carved out a lane to where like I don't have anybody I'm competing with. You know what I mean? Like that's like looking around, and it's kind of like, all right, I don't see anybody else like me. It's twofold. One is exciting, me kind of being, the first. But also it's kind of like, you know what? I can't wait to pull the next person up that even has the idea of saying, like, someone actually has asked me, like, what's the process of making, like starting your own company? And this was on social media, on literally on Facebook. And I told them, I was like, well, this is the steps. This is what I did. And people messaged me separate and was like, why would you tell them? And I'm like, why would I not tell them? You know what I mean? It took me 6 or 7 months to kind of gather this information. If I can send it out in one message, you know what I mean, and save them 6 or 7 months, why not? And I think, like I said, we're in a space where everybody can come into it. You know what I mean? Whether you want to create your first oatmeal. I found a guy that created his own applesauce. I haven't had applesauce in years, but I was just proud the black man had applesauce. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, let me get a couple jars. Like, applesauce was amazing when I used to eat it. So, I think that we're in a space, man, we can create whatever we want, man. Hot sauce, a fish, packets, whatever the case may be. We can do whatever we want, man. We just got to put action towards the idea,
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes, man. Shout out to man, he always end up on this podcast too. Master P doing the same thing.
That's my guy, man.
Always something new, and like you said, it's crazy that people it's enough money out here where we all can eat and we all can win. Absolutely. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, if there's anything I know that you want to know, then I'm gonna tell you. Like, I don't know, it's kind of random, but it was interview I was listening to. I think it was like Young Thug, and he was talking about like, should Jay-Z tell him how to make $1 billion? And Young Thug was like, yeah, like if Jay-Z knew, and I asked you like, yo, how do you make $1 billion? You kind of just expect them like, yo, we both African Americans, we both black. Like, it's more than, it's not like we going for the same $1 billion anyway. Right. Like, just give us the blueprint. Like, no pun intended. Give us the blueprint. Like,
spreading information, spreading knowledge. Like, we should all be doing that.
That's key. What you said it's not like we're going for the same $1 billion, and that's a real thing. It's like, there's more, there's others. So like, while I'm getting this billion, you can get that billion.
Right? It's so much.
Yeah, I hope more going forward that everyone has that mindset that, listen, there's so much money out there. If we can pull together resources, if we can pull together talents. Culturally, man, especially if we go back and invest back into the culture, but culturally, man, we'll be in a great space.